Soto Sylvan, I will give you one chance. Apologize for your sins. Take the minimum of your belongings. Leave this land with your kin.
The old man knelt in the shadows, bathed in golden light, submission painted across his silhouette.
This sort of outrageous seizure of control will not be tolerated by the royal family.
It will be impermissible by them. You are correct.
Logan's voice carried no anger, only cold, exhausted certainty.
The fall of the McLeans can be attributed to the mismanagement of the Count at that time. But the one who caused a rebellion to profit off the chaos? That was Befros, one of McLean's own vassals.
McLean's bountiful lands became the Befros Plains, and it made Befros the lord of the southwest region.
Of course, thanks to royal intervention, Befros did not order McLean to serve under him, nor would he have gained much from doing so. It was quite barren.
In one blinding instant, the old man's fury erupted.
So you wish to die without that opportunity?
Steel flashed. The impact rang like thunder across stone. And then, silence.
I respected his wishes for an honorable death, and finished him off painlessly.
Sylvan Castle. A few weeks later, sunlight poured through the tall windows, painting the stone floor gold. The war was over, but peace felt fragile.
We're keeping our watch, but Freda has made no moves yet.
What about Tesron Castle?
Clayton is there. He should be able to hold even if something happened. Brute force was not the only reason for our victory against Sylvan. Viscount Sylvan underestimated us. While the McLeans brought the most force they could. With only one card up our sleeve we wanted to keep hidden, staying behind Tesron. But managing 3 castles like this won't work. We need to make things more efficient. Father, what about shifting the center of our lands?
Warm light flooded the stone chamber. Father and son sat together, planning the future.
Keep the knights stationed in the towns of McLean. Leave them ready to march to Tesron or Sylvan on command.
And for the first time in years, Patrick McLean felt relief.
I won't need to touch things myself now. Logan, you said we captured 75 knights.
Yes, they are all in cells. There were 8 intermediate grade among them.
Could you try to persuade them to serve under us?
No man would have sworn absolute loyalty to Soto Sylvan. It shouldn't be a problem.
To think a single battle earns us this many knights. It's more efficient than picking out young talent.
But his expression darkened. Victory had been too close.
But if Sylvan had moved even a little more cautiously, we'd have had quite the casualties.
And then Patrick looked at his son, the boy who had changed everything.
With these forces, even Ferretta no longer seems fearsome. All thanks to you, Logan.
Logan's eyes fell, humble, uncomfortable with the weight of his father's pride.
I should let him enjoy this moment, just for today.
But peace never lasts.
We've gotten a message from Befros.
Both men froze, the air turned cold.
I will read out the transcript. As the Lord of the Southwest, I express deep discomfort with the yearly wars by McLean.
Lord of the Southwest, how dare he?
With a request from Viscount Sylvan, Ferretta and McLean must cease their conflict immediately.
They started it and now are asking for intervention. Soto Sylvan truly has no shame.
Let's finish hearing it out. But acknowledging the reason for this constant conflict is because I have not properly performed the duties of a lord.
Both men listened. Surprise flickered across their faces.
So I, Roger Befros, on my 50th birthday next month, invite the heirs of each family of the Southwest to come discuss future goals for the region as a whole.
An invitation to the heirs to discuss goals.
And finally, he says not participating will signal an inability to discuss together.
A seemingly polite way to make a threat. No matter, the McLeans will not bow to threats.
It sounds interesting.
What?
It might not be bad to visit, Father.
Patrick's chest rose and fell. The weight of history pressed down on him.
I respect your will, Logan. However, no matter what, we cannot let ourselves to Befros. I cannot allow it, even if I die.
And then Patrick collapsed in a dramatic heap.
Not the paper. Do you want a burial now? No patricide, young master.
Logan rubbed his temples, exasperated.
I'll hear you out. What are you thinking?
No matter what we do, we cannot beat Befros yet.
Correct.
2 advanced knights? 15 high-ranking knights. A total of over 300 knights. And that's just a part of their revealed forces. Things may seem to be going well for us now, but we're crossing a fine line. Now that we've overtaken Tesron and Sylvan, Befros is watching us closely. If we try to flaunt ourselves when we're right next to them, we may end up trampled. And we need time to unite the Knights of Sylvan, to have Ferretta serve under us, to reorganize our forces. And I also need to properly learn the Divine Sword Secret's 3rd style. Time for the other knights to train. But the Southwest is different from other regions. Unlike the lords of other regions, Befros cannot demand the allegiance of other nobles. If Befros attempts to exercise his right as lord, other nobles will undoubtedly express discontent.
But Patrick's face turned grave.
No. When I went to the capital, Percival and Ruthman, to the north of Befros, had long sworn loyalty to Befros.
Logan's eyes darkened. Knowledge from his previous life, the future he'd already seen.
I saw it in my previous life, to be exact.
Patrick's shoulders sagged, the weight of his family's weakness.
You face shame because our family lacks power. I'm sorry, my son. I'm sorry.
All right, I got permission. You know of my skills. There won't be any issue. Let's think of it as a chance to see how the lands of our ancestors have changed.
Later, in the town square.
Master, is it true you're being sold off to the enemies? I just came back to town. What sort of rumors are going around?
Logan found the situation almost amusing.
Guess we're close enough to be worried for each other. What about your promise? My freedom? You'll ensure it's kept, right? I'm not dying, and I'm not being sold off. Learn to ignore stupid rumors. But most of the stupid rumors about you were real.
And then an old voice rumbled from the forge. Anyways, take this wherever you're headed. I didn't have time to decorate it properly, but it's for you. The old dwarf's eyes gleamed with pride. I assure you of its quality. It's a sword of pure mithril, and there it was, glowing like starlight captured in steel. Pure mithril, a blade worth a kingdom, given freely by a master who called him friend.
Holy sh...
What does true power look like? It's not always a roar. Sometimes it's the quiet hand that chooses not to strike. Until the moment it has to. The carriage rolled through green countryside, dust trailing behind its wheels.
Sir, we've arrived at the Befros Castle gate.
Inside the carriage, Logan McLean sat with calm, unreadable eyes. This was ancestral land his family had lost.
We've been told to wait until someone comes to receive you.
The massive stone fortress loomed ahead, towers piercing blue sky, walls that had stood for centuries.
All right.
In the courtyard, a blonde noble in elegant black and white watched the arriving carriage with contempt. Clone Pareda, heir to one of the great families, and completely unaware of who had just arrived.
That guy is... I can't believe they've really occupied Sylvan. But it seems he's here alone, without any guards.
Logan stepped down from the carriage, dark cloak over armor, calm face betraying nothing.
Are you Sir McLean? This way, please.
Aha, I guess they took quite a bit of loss in their war with the Sylvans. That must be it. If it weren't for Befros's intervention, we, the Parators, would have taken their heads.
Logan stood silent, composed, not rising to the bait.
What's that? Why am I given the same treatment as someone who looks like a nobody?
The guard shifted nervously. The blonde noble smirked, thinking he wouldn't be heard.
It's not like he'll hear me, and I'm Clone Paretta. I've heard a lot about you for a rehaul. I heard you killed 6 knights in an instant.
Plone's eyes fell to Logan's sword. Clean hilt, no blood. He doubted the rumors.
Nice to meet you. I'm Logan McLean.
You look much younger than I imagined.
Their hands met in formal greeting, a handshake between nobles. And then Logan squeezed. Bone ground against bone. Plone's confident face shattered into shock and agony.
Oh my. I apologize. I thought you were trying to initiate a contest of strength.
Logan turned away casually, speaking over his shoulder.
Personal fights are forbidden in Befros territory.
Plone's face twisted with rage and humiliation. The power dynamic had reversed in seconds.
You keep spouting bullshit which you can't take responsibility for. How dare you insult me? Get him.
Armored guards drew swords and charged. 4, 5, weapons gleaming in sunlight.
You people.
Logan's blade flashed from its sheath like lightning. One strike, every sword shattered, clean cuts through steel. Guard flew backward, weapons broken, bodies hitting stone, complete devastation in a single motion. Logan stood calm in the center, dust settling around him, broken blade fragments littering the courtyard.
All their swords have been broken into 2.
I didn't feel any force or any magic power.
It was pure skill, no artifact, no sorcery, just the terrifying precision of a master.
That's an incredible sword. If it's not too rude, may I ask where you bought that?
It is rude.
Plone forced a dismissive smile, desperate to save face.
I guess he got lucky and found a good sword somewhere.
Then the atmosphere changed. White armor gleamed in the distance.
The Knight of Moonlight.
Frans, an upper advanced knight, white cape flowing, armor pristine, presence commanding. The crowd parted, whispers spread. Why would such a high-ranking knight come personally?
The upper advanced knight is here to receive someone in person.
Plone's arrogance crumbled into confusion. This wasn't protocol for country nobles.
Sir Frans, it's an honor to meet you. I'm Peretta's heir, Plone.
Nice to meet you. Fran's eyes moved past Plone, locked onto Logan. Are you from McLean?
Sir Frans, I am Logan McLean.
Fran's expression shifted. Recognition, surprise, respect. This makes things clear. I'm surprised. You're an intermediate knight at such a young age?
He's an intermediate knight?
The revelation hit like a shockwave. Plone's face went white. He'd just attacked an intermediate knight. But inside, Logan calculated. Frans sensed intermediate rank. Good, because it had already reached high-ranking knight. 3 stars in his force core. He could control the energy he radiated, hide his true strength, make them underestimate him. That's why he came alone. No guards, no display of force, just calculated strategy.
Thank you. I'm working hard so that in the far future, I can become somebody like you, Sir Frans.
You shouldn't be satisfied with becoming just like me. With your talent, you ought to aim to become a superhuman at least. Frans led Logan into the castle. VIP quarters, ornate halls with high ceilings. This is the VIP building of Befros. The heirs of Percival and Roofman have already arrived. Please rest until tomorrow night's party.
Understood.
Now that I've brought you here, I'll excuse myself. Plone appeared, still trying to regain superiority through petty insults.
There's no way someone who came without servants would have clothes for a party. Do you want me to lend you my pajamas?
Logan didn't even look at him.
Where's my room?
Complete dismissal. Logan walked away, analyzing what he learned. If that's the level of Peretta's heir and knights, then occupying them won't be difficult. In his guest quarters, Logan stood by the window, still in full armor, still armed. This was the land his ancestors had lost, territory that should have been McLean's. He would not let his guard down. His hand rested on his sword hilt, ready, vigilant. Because in this place, anything could happen. And Logan McLean would be ready. In the heart of power, surrounded by guards and golden light, the young man stood at the threshold of a dangerous game. Roger Befros, Baron of the Rogerson territory, had summoned him to the grand castle hall. Sunlight poured through the high windows, casting long shadows across the stone floor.
You have contributed greatly by guarding the border between the barony and the capital. Everything went smoothly because of your firm hand. I appreciate it enough to nominate you to become a knight.
The gift was more than ceremonial, an ornate golden chalice crafted by the legendary Gutenberg himself. A symbol of trust, or perhaps a chain.
Thank you very much. I will return within 3 days.
But beneath the polite words, Logan's mind raced. The artifact felt wrong. Suffocating.
Damn it. I need to get out of this place as soon as possible.
The side effect of the artifact required comfort and security. But this place? This place was anything but familiar. In the corridor outside, a colleague approached with a friendly smile.
You look to be in a good mood. Congratulations on your promotion.
But the conversation quickly turned darker. Talk of revolutionaries, enemies of the Empire, suspects across the border.
What? You mean they could be on the other side of the border?
The dark-haired man spoke with quiet certainty, explaining the political web that had been woven.
I think the people excluding us as potential suspects are now suspecting each other. It also means the person could be on the other side of the border.
Logan's shock was genuine. The implications were staggering. Plans were made, orders given. Soldiers would be mobilized to hunt the revolutionaries.
If the culprits are really where we think they are, I will execute them. But I cannot guarantee the safety of my superior.
A threat or a warning? The line between loyalty and rebellion had grown dangerously thin. But then the conversation shifted to something far more dangerous. Ancient power, forbidden relics, artifacts, relics of the ancient wizard race, imbued with powers beyond mortal comprehension.
With the power of this artifact, I will not lose to anyone.
But his companion's next words shattered that confidence like glass.
That is impossible, dude. Even you with powerful artifacts cannot defeat him. There is someone who is more worthy and suitable for this relic.
Logan's face twisted with rage. How dare he? And then the mask was ripped away. The truth, brutal and inescapable, was laid bare.
Do you really think I would not notice? I have seen you shaking every time I speak. Opportunists and rats always act the same.
He knew. He had always known. But it was not just his companion who had seen through the deception.
I know everything happened in the capital. I have eyes and ears there as well.
Father!
The gray-haired nobleman smiled with cold satisfaction. He knew everything, and he would keep silent for a price.
Do not worry. I will not tell anyone. After all, it would not be good for my reputation. But if it is a lie or an act, a royal warrant will await you. I cannot let that ruin my family name.
The threat hung in the air like a blade. One misstep, and Logan would be destroyed. Logan McLean had not come this far to be broken by threats.
If you can live as the strongest, lying or acting is nothing.
His eyes blazed with determination. There was no hesitance in a duel's intent, and his swordplay, flawless.
I shall follow your command.
In the shadow of the Imperial Academy, where golden magic painted the sky, a confrontation was about to ignite. Two strangers, one young knight in gleaming armor, one question that would change everything.
I am an apprentice knight under the Imperial Second Knight Order, assigned here to help during the Academy's closure.
The man's voice was smooth, too smooth. His eyes lingered on Logan's weapon with uncomfortable interest.
I heard that you have an artifact. Where is Sir Heinrich?
Logan's eyes narrowed. Something was wrong. The captain would never send a cadet alone. Purple energy swirled through the courtyard. Logan's hand moved to his sword. The air itself seemed to hold its breath. Steel sang against leather. Blue fire erupted around his blade. The stranger stumbled backward in shock. Then Logan's inner voice whispered the truth. Stumble a few times. Let myself get scratched a bit. Withstand pain and not scream. Not even I heard one.
Ruin? I had luck.
The courtyard fell silent. And then a new voice cut through the tension like a blade through silk.
Now, to have proved your force. Baron, you disappoint me. I have no wish to take care of my family's burden, but you can leave now.
The gray-coated Baron stood like a monument of cold authority. Every word dripped with disdain.
I heard there was supposed to be an experiment today. Tell me, what was it?
Appraise an artifact.
Artifact, huh? There was one who would have acted it now if they have proper treasure.
And then the Baron turned. Light blazed behind him. Golden. Overwhelming. The single word appeared like a brand. Teacher. The Baron dismissed them with contempt. But Logan's eyes caught movement. A new figure emerged from the shadows. He's not very polite. Is he arrogant? Blonde hair. Blue coat trimmed with gold. Eyes like frozen steel. This was no ordinary noble. Since, well, he is supposed to demonstrate his strength, let him do it again using artifact.
The fuck? No, it's fine. Because...
Logan's lips curved into a dangerous smile. His fingers wrapped around the hilt. The decision was made.
if I show off, these fucking idiots won't be able to say one more word. Where must I demonstrate? All of you, please step back.
The courtyard cleared. Logan stood alone in the center, eyes closed, breathing slow. It's a bit far, but since it's over there, aim for that wall. If the prize is what I will pay for showing off, I don't care. Golden light erupted. Energy roared to life around his body like a living star. What? The golden aura blazed brighter. Pillars of pure power shot toward the sky. Crackling energy consumed everything. Observers staggered backward, eyes wide with terror, mouths hanging open in shock. And then Logan moved. Steel flashed. Golden fire exploded outward in a devastating arc. The world turned white. A beam of pure golden energy tore across the courtyard, obliterating, unstoppable. My skills as an aura user. Silence fell. The blonde count's face had gone pale. The baron stood frozen. No one spoke. No one dared. Night descended over the palace. In shadow chambers, conspirators gathered beneath the cold moon.
Logan McLean was that good? Rumor has it that he already nearly broke through to aura user.
He really is a monstrous genius.
How goes the plan? The bearded commander's eyes gleamed with cold calculation. In the darkness, wheels turned. Schemes took shape. And Logan McLean had no idea what was coming. When a predator corners its prey in the shadows, who decides which is which? Logan sat alone in the dim stone chamber, examining his prize. The glowing magical artifact pulsed with golden light. And then he felt it. A presence. Cold, lethal, hunting, killing intent.
A pursuer sent by Bifrost?
From the shadows stepped a hooded figure, dark cloak billowing, eyes glowing white beneath the hood.
You've got keen sense.
Isn't it stuffy going around like that?
It must have been tough to get here from Bifrost.
Just don't kill him.
Logan moved, his body twisted midair in a blur of motion. Boom! The explosion rocked the chamber. Logan landed in a crouch as debris rained down. Multiple shadowy figures materialized around him.
How could an intermediate knight be this fast? It's a good thing I chose these boots.
Golden energy flared from Logan's magical boots as he launched skyward, body spinning through impossible aerial maneuvers.
When the boots expelled the force pushed into them, I thought it might have been a fluke. But now I see their true value. Enhanced reaction time. Triple jump in the air, climbing walls, self-mending and adjustable size.
He rocketed upward with explosive force, leaving golden trails in the air. Below, the assassins watched in frustration.
Please allow us to aim for his vitals. Otherwise, we can't suppress him on our own.
How embarrassing.
White-blue energy exploded across the chamber. Logan blocked the devastating strike, white-blue energy swirling around him, sweat beaded on his forehead. The attacks came relentlessly, silver slashes cutting through the air. Golden energy burst forth in response.
I never knew the title of Moonlight was earned through sneak tactics.
The hooded figure's face came into view, gray hair, weathered features, eyes burning with displeasure.
Sir Frans.
Not only have you hidden your true strength, you far exceeded it.
An amazing artifact you've had hidden. Logan.
Frans revealed himself. There was no point hiding his identity now that he'd shown his iconic silver force blade.
I'll be taking those artifacts as payment for this lesson.
Lesson? Are you embarrassed of your title, Mr. Moonlight Knight?
That is why I intend to make this a harsh lesson.
Frans' silver blade blazed to life. He launched full killing intent.
I am grateful you came so far.
Silver energy slashes tore through the air. Logan weaved between them, boots flaring with golden power.
The attacks are relentless.
The stone chamber became a battlefield. Scorch marks, cracked walls, dust and debris filled the air.
Now that it's come to this, I'll have to use everything I've got. What? Wait, Sir Franz's force is as sturdy as ever.
White-purple energy exploded. The clash shook the entire chamber.
That was close. I would have died if I had let my guard down.
How did you do that? That couldn't also be the artifact's doing. Were those the secret arts of the Sword Duke?
Logan's mind raced. His attacks hadn't truly connected. He wasn't strong enough yet.
I guess I'm not strong enough to take him yet.
Logan's lips curved into a cunning smile.
Give me a moment, and I'll show you one of the Sword Duke's secret arts. I'm still a little unproficient with it.
Oh, of course. Show me your skills, young heir.
An arrogant man being excited, makes things easier. Logan closed his eyes. His expression shifted to deep concentration.
Concentrate.
Frans watched eagerly. The proud warrior wanted to witness a legendary technique.
Now.
Golden energy exploded, but Logan wasn't attacking. He was running. His boots blazed with power as he launched into a full retreat. A golden trail streaked through the chamber.
You trust the enemy too easily.
Frans' face transformed. Shock, rage, humiliation. Boom! A massive explosion rocked the chamber. White-purple energy tore through stone. Walls crumbled, debris scattered everywhere. Frans stood amid the destruction, silver blades still blazing. Then his eyes widened.
That's
The third form of the divine sword secrets. Golden white energy burst forth in a radial explosion. The silhouette stood at the center. Frans' face showed absolute shock. His eyes went wide. His mouth fell open. This was the expression of a master warrior witnessing something that defied all understanding. The battlefield erupted in golden fury as Logan unleashed everything he had. The explosion tore through the air, a spiral of raw energy with him at its center. The white-haired master watched from a distance, his expression unreadable. Bodies flew backward like broken dolls.
Gah, it ends. Fine or not.
The dust settled. Armored figures lay scattered across the ground, gasping for breath. Logan stood alone, chest heaving, surveying the aftermath.
It would be strange if I wasn't.
But he had no time to rest. Another opponent rushed forward. Steel met steel in explosive bursts of energy.
All of you have quite the skills, but it seems you didn't expect to meet your match. But this is just a start.
The mounted rider and the standing figure faced each other across the misty field. Then golden light exploded again, tearing through the air like a meteor strike. Logan walked through the castle's stone corridors, his mind racing with strategy.
They may go to any lengths to achieve their goal. I have one advantage, though. To do that, I need the clan forces.
He visualized the power rising within him, golden flames shooting skyward.
I need to continue to train my skills with the technique I've got.
Footsteps. He turned. A figure in blue armor stood waiting.
Irina?
I've been waiting for a while now. I can't go down in defeat like this. I know that you can help me get even stronger.
Huh? Brawl?
Explosive energy tore through the training grounds as they clashed. The Iron blood sword.
So powerful.
I'll pay you right back.
Speed lines blurred as they exchanged blow after devastating blow. Blue and gold energy clashed between them, sparks flying like shattered stars.
It's a promise.
Of course I know. There is always someone that is above you.
I suppose you are right.
Later, in the master study, Logan stood before the white-haired mentor.
That child is quite greedy, isn't he?
I call it ambition.
That tech isn't only great for attack, it can be used defensively as well. You're quite wise, but there is one thing that I must say.
Why all of a sudden? Well,
At first, I was worried since you're quite young, but then I thought about it. You'll be just fine.
The warmth in the old master's voice carried decades of experience and hard-won faith.
I have a lot to improve on myself. At times I made bad judgment calls. However, in the future, I'll do better. I swear.
His eyes burned with fierce determination.
We all know our duty. I'll show them what I'm about.
But somewhere in the shadows, rage boiled over.
Yell. I swear. Yo, get lost.
What do you do when you know the future, but changing it means trusting those who betrayed you before? Amongst all the countless planets in this universe, amongst them is a planet with countless cultures based on politics and religion. The problem, it emerged so naturally.
Actually, I plan to head to the palace for a bit. Already? Why so fast?
Indeed, it is quite fast.
I must wrap up all things swiftly.
I have this quest log for that. I should finish it quickly, before Mother awakens. But after 10 years, the Demon King's birth to the third prince over the age of 40. The third prince was sent to a monastery in the rural region to become a priest. The king also held the heir in high regards, but the families of the two princes were fiercely split over the succession, despite numerous warnings. Either both families at the very end had the younger third prince in their priority. At least if he made it evident to everyone. Thus, if I had to choose, I shall be the Avenger. What fate awaits those that say are events of the future is definitely not a king. This was not just before the third prince gained the crown. High priest archbishop became king. Priests, using religious divination, decided they were going to seize the throne. Just how desperate were they to bring up such a scheme?
Ah, looking.
At ease, Logan. It's just a friendly visit.
Oh,
The lifelong devotion of the Imperial Guardian Order. Feel most unfortunate that such a youngster has to be part of this generation's power.
I truly don't know if it's for me.
I have always approached it in such a way that young or deserving talents get proper attention in all areas. A place where only gifted or blessed talents may gather.
This might sound rude, but I disagree with your offer.
I see. If that is your wish, so be it.
My son is a bit hot-headed. Or slow.
I just need one request.
What? That?
Just hear me out. It is not a difficult matter. There's just one favor I need from you. Well, one. Where was that?
We may get back where as well.
Even as I speak right now, I am slightly in doubt. Because after the letter left my hands just now,
Sending out letters now. Hey.
Logan moved like lightning. Golden energy exploded from his body, flooding the palace chamber with blinding light. Power surged through him, a force that transcended mere physical strength. He wasn't just a warrior. I knew. I could feel it.
Stop. What do you think you're doing?
Logan froze. The power vanished, just like that. In the misty training grounds of Duke Esperanza's estate, two figures faced each other.
What are you doing? You aren't trying to this is your full power, are you?
Golden energy erupted from Logan's body as he gathered every ounce of force he could muster.
I can't let him down now.
Rippling divides slashed through the air, followed immediately by killer iron slash. The explosion of energy filled the courtyard with blinding light.
Nonsense.
When the light cleared, Felix stood unmoved, not even a scratch on his cloak.
Do you intend to fall after only 2 attacks?
Logan collapsed to the ground, gasping for air. Every muscle screamed in exhaustion.
Get up. Wasting your force like an idiot isn't all you know, is it? Show me your everything, your true swordsmanship. Do not disappoint me any further, Logan.
Logan rose shakily, purple energy gathering around him. This time, he vanished.
Just where did he go?
Over here.
From directly above, Logan dove down, wreathed in purple fire, sword aimed at his teacher's head. For the first time, Felix's eyes widened in genuine surprise. A purple-blue energy barrier erupted around the Duke. The collision shook the entire courtyard. When the energy dissipated, Felix stood in the center, utterly unharmed.
You call that swordsmanship? Are you really trying?
Logan's mind raced. Going on about swordsmanship, just what does he want?
You might have made gains in sheer power since we last met, but your swordsmanship is unchanged. No, it's worsened. Your fundamentals have broken.
It struck Logan like a physical blow. His eyes went wide with shock.
Do you think all good swordsmanship is to put all your force into some special move? Your fundamentals need to be the basis of getting stronger. Even if you reach the next level with luck or talent, it merely raises the height of the next wall.
Logan's expression shifted from shock to deep contemplation. Easily gained power because I regress, along with the memories I had from my past experiences. After I came back to the past, I misjudged myself because things were going my way.
One more time. Please give me one more chance.
I'll rebuild my fundamentals from the start. The training that followed was brutal beyond measure. Be patient. Take him to the medical ward now. Logan lay unconscious on the medical bed, his body pushed far beyond its limits.
The sword is learned with the body. The more painful it is, the better one learns.
In the hallway, Felix spoke with an elegant noble in dark, formal attire.
You seem to have taken a real liking to him.
Maybe, if he didn't waste his talent. Although, I do like his determination.
A nervous young servant appeared at the doorway, interrupting their conversation.
I'm Logan's servant, Rick. I'm here to deliver a letter from Baron McLean.
The noble beside Felix raised an eyebrow. He could have done so virtually. The servant's eyes darted nervously. Well, it wouldn't be appropriate for Logan to know. Felix unfolded the letter and read its formal contents. To Count Felix Esperanza, whom I so dearly respect, I, Patrick McLean, must make this request. We are in debt to you for a favor we could never repay. Thanks to the secrets bestowed on us by you, our family's knights have grown stronger.
Great secrets? I just gave him one low-rank manual.
He continued reading, and his expression shifted to amusement.
A 20-year-old boy, not interested in winning. All right, I shall try my best.
1 week later.
Date?
Indeed. An heir with no fiancé at the age of 21. How shameful. So I intend to find you a match.
Didn't you want me to focus on training while I'm here? Why bring this up now?
Logan, a calm heart is needed to train properly. It's something I've realised only after I met my wife.
But this is too sudden. Why bring this up now?
Well, I'll just say that I received a request, and I worry for the future of my beloved pupil.
Logan's eyes widened as understanding dawned. A request? For my family?
Your father is rightfully worried. A grown heir, unable to get engaged.
Logan closed his eyes in resignation.
I'll meet them.
In a sunlit garden courtyard, two figures stood facing each other.
Nice to meet you, Logan McLean.
She had long, flowing reddish-brown hair and sharp, elegant features. Confidence radiated from her every movement.
I'm Eileen Floyd.
Logan stared, genuinely struck. Wow, she's beautiful. But then his eyes caught the golden aura flickering around her body. The pinnacle of low rank, almost intermediate. Then his mind flashed to memories from his previous life. The talents of Grandia that died so easily in the 3 years of war. And one woman who stood out from the rest. The one who guarded the doors to the inner castle and cut down 100 knights. The rose of steel who bloomed from a fallen family. Eileen Floyd. Logan's mind raced. How could this be? His strategic instincts kicked in immediately. An unexpected meeting. It would be nice to get her into our family before the war breaks out. If it was a proper marriage instead of just an engagement, I could bring her to McLean using that. But I've never heard of a noble who actually married their fiancé within a few months of meeting. What should I do?
It appears you were also forced to come here.
Logan snapped back to attention, caught off guard. Shoot, I wasn't focusing.
Well, I
feel the same, and I'd like to not waste time.
Oh, sorry. I was caught up thinking about other things.
Eileen's expression softened, a gentle smile appearing on her elegant features.
So then, how about we spend some meaningful time together?
For the first time in both his lives, Logan felt his heart skip a beat. What happens when the forgotten become unforgettable? Logan had vanished from the streets of the capital. No trace, no clues, just gone.
Why are you so bothered about that kid?
At McLean's sword shop, unease lingered like morning fog.
I don't know. There's something about him that feels off.
Save it. If I'm right, that kid has nowhere else to go.
Tyler told Kaiser that Logan would join them soon, but 2 days passed. No news, no sightings, nothing. Meanwhile, in the shadows, someone else was searching. The Maiden Who Keeps No Knights, a mysterious organization with eyes everywhere.
What do you mean you lost him? Can't you do the simple job of tracking one kid?
We apologize, sir.
As soon as I got curious, he vanished? What about his school? His home?
We need 1 more week. But Logan wasn't hiding. He was training. At the Royal Academy, a confrontation was brewing.
What? Think you're strong? Eh? I told you that was a joke. I'm not doing this again. That excuse won't work this time. Just try it.
The crowd gathered. Tension crackled in the air like static before a storm.
I just destroyed 1 artifact, okay? No big deal. Let's check it out.
The red-haired student moved fast, too fast.
Use your artifact if you want. But note, artifact and weapon are 2 different things. The 3rd floor.
Impact. The blow connected with devastating force.
Otherwise, don't. It's simple. I don't know what artifact I'll destroy next.
He unleashed a barrage. Strikes landed like thunder. 1, 2, 3. The blonde aggressor crumpled, knocked out cold. Whoo! Someone get him to the nurse.
I told them to quit, but no one ever listens.
But the members thought no one could touch them. That arrogance would cost them dearly.
Now you're gonna get punished. How's a dude like you punching like that?
Purple energy crackled around the new challenger. This fight just got serious.
You weak freaks. Nice try.
Energy surged. The courtyard exploded in blinding white light. When the smoke cleared, the battlefield had transformed into a scene of devastation.
How are you able to attack me like this?
And then, realization struck him like ice water.
Wait, wasn't he already in the second stage of force? How did I not notice?
But awareness came too late. The strike landed. What is this? The red-haired student lay on the ground, blood trickling from his mouth. The white-haired victor stood over him, radiant with power.
I said karma. Well, now it's a different story. But let's see. How are you so powerful? You see, I was a normal student, but now I'm not just skilled. It's not just me, it's all of us. We became strong enough to handle it ourselves.
The truth hung in the air like a revelation. Later, in the warm glow of sunset, answers came.
That reason. How did you find that information if it's kept in secrecy?
There's a possibility it's just knowledge about artifacts shared with other power users.
I expect something new from that item. I learned about these artifacts from my father.
Secrets within secrets. Power within reach. The game was changing.
Teacher.
But this is something only I can do. Heal energy crackled between master and student. The air hummed with mystical power.
Oh, and don't wait to have a kid. I'm speaking from experience.
And in that moment, Logan understood. He wasn't just learning combat. He was learning to change the future itself.